Hey guys, CJ here, bringing you another edition of our Top 5 Tuesdays, and today we're continuing with the S.H.I.E.L.D. theme that we started yesterday with the Quake bio, and today we're breaking down the top 5 S.H.I.E.L.D. agents of all time. Of course, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3 premieres tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, and wherever the hell else it'll premiere, wherever you are, depending on the world. All I know is where I am. And this is a very divisive list. A lot of you are going to have a lot of things to say about this, I hope, or at least you should. So please take it to the comments. Remember, these are just my opinions and, of course, the opinions of the rest of the Hybrid Network team that helped me form this list. So without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at our honorable mention slot, Mockingbird. And now this one is a little bit of a horse race. It's probably where a little bit of the divisiveness and debate is going to come in, but ultimately I had to give this spot to Mockingbird because of her track record. Now, Bobby Morse first appeared in the 1960s as S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent 19, so she goes way, way back. However, just a few short years later, she emerged with the handle that most know her by today, Mockingbird. A one-time West Coast Avenger and love interest of Hawkeye, Bobby is probably best known as a member of the S.H.I.E.L.D.-sanctioned Secret Avengers. Another classic pick here with a blast from the past in Dum Dum Dugan. And yes, Dugan makes this list simply because he has a resume really rivaling anybody that's higher than him on this list, even surpassing some people as he's been around for a long, long time. I mean, first appearing as one of Fury's Howling Commandos, Dugan was, among his other great feats, involved in the original founding of S.H.I.E.L.D. after the collapse of the Great Wheel, an intelligence collective which was kind of a S.H.I.E.L.D. forerunner. Unfortunately for fans of everyone's favorite bowler hat-wearing super spy, Dugan met an unfortunate end in the original Sen storyline in 2014, as it was revealed that he had actually died in 1966 and was just subsequently replaced with life model decoys over the years. Coming in at number 4, it's Phil Coulson. And yes, I understand, Phil is a relatively new agent to the comic book world. I mean, he first appeared on the page in 2012, though his first real appearance in a Marvel product was way back in Iron Man in 2008, the original MCU movie. So why is he even on this list, you may ask? Well, because next to Nick Fury, he's probably had the most of an effect on S.H.I.E.L.D.'s pop culture standing. I mean, seriously, if you go out on the street and ask someone, anyone really, to name a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, chances are, if they answer you at all, the first name is Phil Coulson. Even in his relatively short-lived tenure as a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent on the page, he has still been an invaluable asset. I mean, he assisted the Secret Avengers for a while, and even recently he's risen to the command of S.H.I.E.L.D's Spec Ops division. Coming in at number 3, it's Maria Hill. And yes, Maria Hill, played by Cobie Smulders in the Marvel movies, is another relatively new but still key member of S.H.I.E.L.D. First appearing in 2005, Maria was thrust into the spotlight as acting director, named in the wake of Fury's departure over the secret war with Latveria. Navigating a world of heroes admirably, she remained in her position through the Civil War, though most readers probably didn't have a great opinion of her after that, and was director until S.H.I.E.L.D. was dissolved in Dark Reign. However, she has recently once again become director after Daisy Johnson was suspended indefinitely. Coming in at number 2, it's Ultimate Nick Fury. And yes, the ultimate version of Nick Fury for many folks in the comic book reading world might be the definitive take on the character. With a look based on Samuel L. Jackson and later played for the screen by the iconic actor, Nick Fury burst onto the scene when the Ultimate Universe began in 2000, markedly different than his 616 namesake. Ultimate Nick Fury was an ambitious director of S.H.I.E.L.D., putting together and even leading the Ultimates team for a time. And you might ask, how could he survive that? Well, old Nick was actually born in the early 1900s, fought in World War II, and was given the Super Soldier Serum, which is a kind of marked difference from the 616 variant. Beyond these obvious perks, the ultimate incarnation of Nick Fury has proven himself a capable director, even through the many crises that the Ultimate Universe has thrown at him. Coming in at number 1, it's Nick Fury Sr. And I've got to shout out Tim from our show, The Spotlight, real quick. I was talking to him about this top 5 list, and he really kind of sealed this number 1 for me, which really says it all about Earth 616's Nick Fury. Nick Fury Sr. is synonymous with S.H.I.E.L.D., and honestly, he really is. In my opinion, for my money, he is the definitive director, and he has been for as long as he's been on the page. First appearing in a comic and with his fabled Howling Commandos in the 60s, from his humble origins as a sergeant in World War II, Nick Fury was rocked with injuries that shaped his career forever. First, a grenade explosion that cost him his left eye, and later a landmine blast that very nearly cost him his life. Given the Infinity Formula to save him, Nick Fury is nearly ageless, explaining why he's survived this long. Now, as director, Nick Fury Sr. has had a hand in almost every major event in the Marvel Universe. In addition to being, quite frankly, a hell of a spy, Fury's a master manipulator, with dirt on everyone, and more than enough favors to call in. It's safe to say that he's earned the top spot on this list, and after all is said and done, S.H.I.E.L.D. wouldn't have been the same without the original Nick. So that about wraps it up for our list this time. Tell us your thoughts. I'm sure all of you have a lot of comments. And let me know in the comments below what you think could be improved, and what you want to see as our next top 5. Of course, we're taking suggestions for anything that we could do for the launch of the Flash and Arrow in the next couple of weeks. So signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.